As a photographer, you know, I got to come up with things to just like that excite me as a skateboarder and photographer. So this one I wanted to do a thing on skateboards, and it all came about because I had this board in the car and we went to this pool that CJ was with us and skating, and I was like, oh, CJ, you should do a tail tap on this old reissue Dogtown triplane, you know, which is like a almost 11-inch wide board, and you know, CJ's a small kid. I felt like, what a weird looking situation, you know, having him on this big ass board in a backyard pool. And he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I didn't think that it would come out as good as it did, but like when I processed the photo and I looked at it, I was like, wow, this just totally reminds me of like when I was a little kid and the excitement I would get out of, you know, looking at a magazine, and you know, these memories come back to me about like the different graphics and the way a board looked or the colors from the time, you know, like, and that went all the way through from like 1978 all the way through the 80s and all the way into like even now. It makes the photo to me more than just the trick or the spot.
Find sweet romance down in Portugal.
I wanted to do one that was for a street skater with one of Santa Cruz's riders riding a Tom Knox board, kind of skating like Tom Knox, and we're gonna go meet up with Tom Remillard down in San Diego at this schoolyard that has like a bank to curb that a lot of people have seen, and I just wanted to kind of shoot some stuff of him on this Knox board.
I asked you nice, now you want to go in a parting glance off to Mexico. I asked you twice, then I say to go.
The first time I ever saw, you know, that I got excited about watching somebody ride like an old school board in a modern setting, I was doing a Christian Lasoy interview back in like 1991, and I was with Grant Britton, and we were at Kelly Belmar's pool in Huntington Beach, and I was up on the roof looking down into this pool, this backyard pool, and Grant was shooting him, and Kelly brought out like a 1981 Sims Hosoi Pro model, which was Christian's first pro model. You know, this is at the time when Christian was riding boards that were probably 2 inches longer, had upturned noses, better concave, everything about him was better. But he just stepped on this board and then ollied the channel, which is, at Kelly's pool, it was like a big channel. And he ollied that channel like it was nothing, and I was sitting on the roof and just watching him ride it, and I was like, man, that's so sick. One day I'm gonna shoot people skating old boards. And here I am, 20-something years later.